Arkansas and the River Valley. Matt has been live at Pinnacle Hills Country Club all afternoon with the first round of the LPGA tournament. It couldn't be a nicer weather for this event, Matt.
It is so beautiful out here, Darren. Anywhere you are, Northwest Arkansas or the River Valley this evening, we've got a great one for you. In fact, some of the clouds in the western sky are starting to break up a little bit, so we're getting a few more rays of the sun now. I think we've got a beautiful sunset coming up. Of course, sunset's just under an hour from now. It's about 7:10. But it's been great to be out here. We've been looking at the leaderboard, and it's just fun to see all the different players from different countries around, and they're all here in Northwest Arkansas. We've got an Arkansan in the top 20 out of 140 some odd players, so that's some great news too. But some great weather to talk about here and some great weather to talk about for the next couple of days. Before we get to that, I want to show you the fall foliage reports that we have coming in today. We're going to do this every Friday. But we are watching now finally some peak conditions in northern Minnesota and western portions of Colorado and some of the Rockies there. But it's been fun, you know, week by week. We continue to watch more of that color change move from the north and head southbound. Now, you may have noticed some of the trees, of course, around Arkansas and Oklahoma as well. We have some trees trying to show a couple leaves every once in a while, and one thing that we're going to notice for the next couple weeks before really our official fall leaf change kind of begins is that the drought conditions that we have right now will actually help accelerate that. So you may see some leaves changing in your neighborhood too. Temperatures this evening, we're sitting in the 70s in Northwest Arkansas, a mix of some 70s in the River Valley. Got the weather maps with me, 83 in Fort Smith and 79 on the east side of Kavanaugh Hill. It's a beautiful evening out there. Just a few high level clouds, but thin enough that you can still get some sun, but thick enough to help block some of the extra heat. Today, temperatures were comfortable. I mean, we had a great Friday afternoon, and we'll have a great Friday evening no matter what your plans are. There's a cold front towards our north, and it's going to kind of mess with our weather just a little bit. What I mean by that is this front has some showers with it, but notice how they're closer to Kansas City and northbound. We're not going to get rain out of this front. But for just maybe a couple hours tomorrow, that front will slide through and briefly give us a north wind. And so tomorrow, the temperature is actually going to be just a bit cooler. And then by Sunday, that front's long gone and southerly winds will really come back, probably a vengeance too. So we'll have some low to mid 80s, I think, for your forecast for Saturday. Upper 80s likely on Sunday, getting close to 90. But maybe you're headed to the lake this weekend. Of course, it's the first weekend of fall, but it's going to feel a little bit more like summer, especially for some of the cool days that we had earlier this week. Here's a look at Futurecast. We'll watch the clouds that we've had this afternoon slowly dissipate, head towards the east. We don't have to worry about those tomorrow morning. I think we'll wake up with sunny skies tomorrow morning. We'll start in the 50s, and then we'll head towards the 70s by about lunchtime and 80s as we head into the afternoon. We've got a great Saturday, great Sunday too. And of course, maybe you're headed south to North Texas, Arlington, big game. Hogs taking on Texas A&M. It'll be in the 80s for tailgating. It's going to be hot in North Texas, but of course they got the AC inside the stadium for game time. Game time at 2:30. Of course, that's right here on Channel 5. We're excited to have it. Here's your Northwest Arkansas 7-day forecast. Temperatures a little bit warm the next couple of days, and they get even warmer towards the first part of next week. But next week, the good thing about next week will be that we'll have some rain chances underway. We're lucky we don't have any rain chances for the tournament this weekend, so that's some good news, but rain chances do, guys, return next week.
Yeah, the course out there without rainfall is in immaculate condition right now.
Yeah. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And the extra rain probably didn't hurt either, but yeah. It's a beautiful course. And folks are just excited to be here because remember, they weren't here last year because we were, you know, in the really the height of the pandemic. So there's an extra excitement, I think, out here. And it's been fun to kind of feed off that too.
Yeah, I wish my lawn looked like that.
Yes. All right, Matt, thanks. Jacob is back with a look at some of this week's Football Friday Night action next.